Guys, thanks for watching. I definitely appreciate it. This is the 28th episode of the Funded Project, and today on the show, we're going to interview Max Griffin at Voiceover Services. He's going to talk to us about some of the new collaborations that he's got going on. Also in this episode, we're going to talk about the importance of having 5 revenue streams in your small business. Every business needs 5 income streams coming into it. We're going to explain why, and we're also going to explain how we're going to help Mac actually identify those 5 income streams and talk to you about some of the new collaborations that we have going on over here with the Funded Project, Circle City Magazine, and Metro Media Funding. It's going to be a great episode, guys. Stick around. Oh, but that's not it either. You probably noticed on your screen, you've probably seen a bunch of Halloween stuff popping up, and it's like in the middle of July here, and you're probably like, what's up with that? Well, that's because there's a new show that's coming to the Roku channel that we actually are a part of. It's Circle City Magazine is getting a Roku channel coming this October. Definitely want to be there for that, right? And also a big shout out to Doug and his family. Congratulations from all of us here at the Funded Project, Metro Media Funding Solutions, and the Circle City Magazine on the new addition to your family. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And now, without any further delay, meet Max Griffin. Max Griffin voiceover. So tell us a little bit about how you got into the voiceover business.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons?
Out of all the things, Dungeons and Dragons. I was watching a online web series called Critical Role, which is where a bunch of nerdy-ass voice actors sit around, roll dice, and play Dungeons and Dragons. And I just got into seeing what they were doing and enjoyed the stories that they were telling. And sure enough, it just sparked the theater kid in me again. And I just went out there and found people who would help me get demos together, do a little bit of coaching here and there, and then started doing my business.
What did you do for a living before you started your business?
Before that, I was actually a prep operator at a pharmaceutical company in Bloomington, and working the 9-to-5 job and not being happy.
Okay. Yep, I understand that one. Yet it happens with a lot of business owners. They decide that, their happiness means more than just a 9-to-5 paycheck.
Well, it was that, and also the fact that they let me go during COVID because I was having a issue wearing a mask in the clean room. So just because I couldn't breathe real well, and having glasses steam up too didn't really help out doing the job. So
I understand that one.
Yeah, it's more or less God just pushing me straight into it again, because I was doing it part-time for a bit, and putting auditions in here and there, and then all of a sudden I was just like, okay, God's just like, yeah, you're gone. You're doing it from now on full time.
You're doing it from now on full time. Yep.
What does a fireman and a construction worker have in common? This better be good, because I don't see anything. They both have hard hats. Congratulations, you made a dad joke. Now tell us something funny. What are you doing, dude? I'm trying to figure out if I can make my day go a lot quicker. By crushing people's skulls, dude? Of course. The less people here, the easier my day goes. Does it look like I want to be here, dude? That's not the problem. The problem is you keep returning back for the same thing. Well, yeah, I'm a stunt double in training, man. Not to be brash, but I think you suck at it. Yeah, but the chicks dig the scars. Do they dig the wheelchair as well as the scars? Back again, I see.
So, give me a couple of examples of some of the jobs that you feel like that have been some of the coolest ones that you've done, or just
Lord. I think narrating a TV series is actually one of them that's on top of my list. and then I've done a couple of character voices for a animated series that's actually went through the Image Film Festival in Norway, and it did so well they're actually expanding it through the rest of Europe, going through each individual film festival. So
Oh, well, that's neat.
yeah, and so if it does well there, they're going to push it into the theaters. It's only like 18 minutes, 20 minutes. But the fact that the company is saying, hey, if this does well, we're going to not only put it in theaters, but if it does well in the European theaters, then they're going to push it into like something with Netflix and stuff like that for the U.S. to see as well.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that is neat. So give us a couple, give us a couple of examples of some of the voices. Let's hear some of this.
Well, let's see. A variety of people always think that this is a posh accent that works well for their businesses. I've used it for a wine company. I've worked with a cleaning service that wanted it. Well, it just depends on what you need. And then, of course, there's these variety of things for cartoon series that you could do things like this, depending on the character. And then, I've got my little kids from character voices for my kids. They love it. I use it for their stories. It just depends on what needs to be done.
That you're going into collaboration with the Circle City magazine, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that is neat. So Sunday Comics, which is actually kind of a nostalgic idea, if you will, because a lot of people miss Sunday Comics when it came to the printed paper, and especially if you're in your mid-40s or late 30s. I mean, we all remember going out Sunday morning and picking up the newspaper to get the Sunday Comics out of there, where this is actually going to be a little bit different because apparently we're going to be doing the animation with it, and then you're going to be doing the voiceover for it, and it's covering what happens in a town called Wonderville, and in this town called Wonderville, in the whole comic strip, part of it is about this town is under fire from this zombie flesh-eating woman that's basically going around and killing people and leaving them in the park, and it's actually a pretty crazy narrative, if you will, and it's one of those. It's an impromptu script type that's going to go on the fly, so we don't know exactly how long it's going to go or any of that type of stuff. It's a beta test apparently, but so some of those characters in there, like there's one of them's an anger management driven reporter. She has a tendency to beat up these temporary agents that are coming in and working with the newspaper. Yeah, edit that part. They're working with the magazine, and basically, they anytime they have to get a temp service, they get this robotic temp service in there, and then these robots, they're basically android robots, and nobody likes them. So, like some of the android robots, what is some of the voice that you might have or something like that?
I think something a little closer to this. Possibly. Well, the thing with Android voice is that software can actually always make it a little bit more robotic. When I do audio files as well, I use a program called Audacity that allows me to actually create the robotic sound out of just whatever voice I will use, which makes it so much more fun to actually do. And I know voiceover actors who actually can create those actual really weird
droid. Yeah, right.
They can do so well. Me, not so much yet. So I rely on software for that part.
Oh, very neat. Okay. Yep. So, because the comic strip to it, the comedy to it, and it's actually something that we beta tested a little bit over this past Sunday, and it's just one of these things that we know it's going to go. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and it's just something that's there's no purpose behind it. It's just flat out comedy. But you know what the thing is that the reason why the funded project backed it is because if it brings in a different audience in front of these small businesses, it might bring new customers because people come, and entertained by different things. Another thing that's going on in collaboration is apparently this interactive contact form AI bot that we have going on with Metro Media. And apparently you've got the ability to do the voiceovers for those too.
Yes, I have a lot of different character voices. Most of them I grew up on. Most of them I've had all my life, of these little characters from different stories that I've either created when I was younger or just took ideas and foundations from old movies, like with Humphrey Bogart or Cary Grant or Spencer Tracy, these older detective style movies, film noir movies and stuff. And I just like to take characters like that and just push them into a variety of different ways, twist them out with little accents here and there, give them a little country drawl or something like that,
Oh, very neat, very neat. So the cartoon series is going to be centered around a news channel that's going to be called WNDR, Wonder News, WNDR. So, and that's the whole point. So, to do a shout out for WNDR.
Thank you for coming to WNDR.
There
the
it
place
is.
Of news.
Awesome. All right. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. We're looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Definitely check us out. So watch some more of this because we're throwing some cartoon clips in here too. When you open up a business, you need to have 5 revenue streams, okay? What I mean by 5 different revenue streams is that there should be 5 different ways that you are getting paid into your business, okay? Because regardless if you're getting paid or not, there's still going to be overhead. There's still going to be employees that may have to be paid if you have them. There's still going to be supply. There's still going to be materials that you need. You still have to deal with the marketing, and you still have to get paid yourself. No one goes to work for free. Neither should you when you own a business, okay? So by a couple of customers' requests, I decided I'd go ahead and come on here and explain a few things to us, okay? So if like Mac over here, what we're going to do to help him out is that we're going to identify 5 additional revenue streams that he can do outside of just, things like Fiverr and whatnot. So we'll call this milestone 1. Do a collaboration with the Circle City magazine, okay? Because I have this program that we're working with where we have built animation utilizing an artificial intelligence robots, if you will, and we're importing more characters and more scenes into it. What we're going to do is that we're going to build this concept to where the general public can basically buy these little videos and give them out as gifts to their friends for weddings, anniversaries, holidays, birthdays, whatever it might be. But it's going to help him out to be able to get some brand exposure, okay? Because that's why I was explaining. The more people that hear his voice, the more people that are going to want to hear his voice even more often. So in order for that to happen, we've identified milestone 1 has to be additional content. Well, how we make additional content is just not making it just for the hell of it. We need to go ahead and make it so that way it's something that has a chance of monetizing with it. Now, teaching businesses how to present their products or services. Know how to present his products and services to a cold call market. So we're going to teach him how to make traffic chase him instead of him chasing traffic. We've got to teach him how to set up some type of a referral program so that way other organizations can send him business as well. So let's recap. In this business, I would say ad revenue from the new show he's doing, merchandise sales, commercials that he can produce, the 30-second skits that could be sold on an e-commerce platform online, and referral traffic. There's 5 revenue streams right there, so it definitely works. So here's the Pepsi challenge for you. Are you a business owner? If you're watching this, go ahead and contact us, thefundedproject.org. I'm going to help you grow your business. And don't forget, we have every single tool and resource, including funding, web services, and everything else inside. In fact, that's the reason why this channel exists.